My name's Marlene Cummins. I'm a descendant on my father's side of the Cookie Yallinji, Darcy Cummins, and my mother's side, Kepple Island, the Woppaburra. Direct descendant of Nana Kanomi. The whole experience of being here today and witnessing these objects here from my ancestors that go back before invasion of our beautiful island home. And I guess basically initially it was one of a spiritual experience, laying my eyes on these objects that were so beautifully and well handcrafted too, I might add, as far as it goes with the basket weaving, very intricate master weaving there, the fish nets. I mean, these things can be used today, these fish nets. And it's about connecting the stories I grew up with around Nana Kanomi out at Acacia Ridge, and Auntie Ethel Richards and my mother. And there was this thing when we went out there, we always sat around a dinner table, and Auntie Ethel and Auntie Evelyn related these stories, my mother's sisters, Auntie Ethel and Auntie Evelyn, and connecting it all to those stories about Kepple Island. So there was my growing up has been filtered with these stories. And the beautiful thing is now with the dark history of our ancestors, it is a strong component to reclaim our history now, which is happening. And another reason is I'm just a bit overwhelmed and scattered because my grandniece is here. I lost my dear sister Cheryl, who we all affectionately know as Sissy, and she's next generation down. And so I am overwhelmed with a number of feelings. Initially, the fact that there's the very hair of my ancestors' head is here. I just wanted to touch it. You know, it's all tangible evidence here, and I'm connecting. Looking at the jewellery, I've seen the photos of our ancestors that were taken at the turn of the century. We're very fortunate in that sense. It was when photography was introduced, and we're one of them fortunate Aboriginal people who've fortunate to have our ancestors photographed. Photographs of Yalaura. I was a young girl when Auntie Ethel I'll be just listening to her in, you know, childlike wonder about Yalaura, who, despite the fact that he witnessed the atrocities perpetrated on our ancestors, he had the compassion and forgiveness to rescue the very people who perpetrated those evils on his people, to save them from being stranded on a reef. But there's a powerful spiritual dynamic that's going on in my heart. And just knowing that this hair comes, I think this is the most strongest tangible thing that is affecting me today. This is the hair from my ancestors. This is the very hair from my beautiful Woppaburra people. And I just want to touch it all the time, and I just want to hold it to my heart. And when I think of the stories and all the things that they endured, and naturally we relive it. The drowning cave, where those cruel people took our people to be chained up because they didn't work hard enough, and worst of all, made their families watch. And they had to sweat on the tide coming in as to whether they're going to drown or not. And I do relive that. And I've been up there when we got our parcels of land back. And the Aboriginal people, which is typical of us, it's the same as when I went to New York recently and saw Ground Zero. We have that respect for people who suffered. We can't walk or go near such sorry place. I'm just so proud and happy to be here, and I know when I walk out those doors, it's due to this experience here, I have taken away something that's going to be, despite all that no good stuff that happened to them, it's in their suffering that I'm going to be befriending and rejoicing and having my life enhanced for it. And I just want to thank the Australian Museum for making this possible. And above all, I'm glad to have my dear sister Sissy's granddaughter here with me. That it is very, very special. You're good looking like Annie, mate.